Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. Yo, Rapunzel, you want to come out and go for lunch or something? Rapunzel. Apparently she got a haircut. Either that or she just doesn't want to go for lunch. What can you do?
One of the most common complaints of spa goers is the look of aging skin. Nobody really likes the look of cellulite or wrinkles, and sometimes we have to turn to the professionals for help. I'm not ready for surgery yet, so I opted for something a little easier. That smells nice.
It's seaweed.
Seaweed?
Mm-hmm.
This is the beginning stage of an electro-lifting firming mask. Good for wrinkles that are already existing, and even better for the ones that haven't appeared yet. It's never too soon for a little preventative medicine. Here, the therapist is applying little electro pads to specific areas of the face. How many of these are there in total?
How many?
How many? 1, 2,
20.
20. When turned on, the pads will stimulate and work the little muscles in your face, the ones that, when they become lazy, the wrinkles then begin to show. The method is similar to what a physiotherapist will use to strengthen the muscles on your legs. I'm waiting for the, oh, there's the beep. I don't know if you heard that. The machine is on a timer and it increases the energy in 5-minute increments. So I've just gone from 2 to 3. Wow! And I can feel it right here. It's not, don't be nervous because it's not painful. It's just, it's like somebody pulling out all the little hairs on your face. But not that painful. It's like that thing, you know, when you smile at somebody and you're not really sure what they've just said, so you have that kind of little tick in the corner of your mouth. That's what it feels like. Yeah. The second stage to this treatment is the firming mask. The two treatments work well in combination because if the muscles become stronger, your skin must become tighter. The mask is made up of calcium sulfate, iron oxide, and a combination of ingredients taken from the bottom of the sea. Again, it's the miracle of the sea that does wonders for our skin. Also added is the fragrance from the lotus flower, which helps the client relax.
It's okay?
Mm-hmm. When first applied, the mask is room temperature, but as it begins to firm, the mask actually gets warmer. It's surprisingly very soothing under there.
Huh? A little. Okay.
Ow. Wait. I suppose I should have paid more attention when she told me how to hold my jawbone during the removal of the mask. It really doesn't have to be that difficult.
Wasn't quite prepared for that. Oh, that is you. That's pretty good.
Oh, that's amazing. It feels great. It feels
Very hot, okay?
the hot was nice. I almost fell asleep and then it started to cool down.
It's very hot. Now the weather is hot and that is very hot.
Yes. Wow. Vale? That's fun.
One
Word of advice. 2 things I noticed. One is, don't wear a barrette in your hair because the mask gets very heavy. Ow. And the other thing is, don't keep gum in your mouth because you can't chew it. Not that I had gum in my mouth.
I'm finished.
Oh, me too. I'm finished. Thank you very much. Gracias.
De nada. Not at all, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
It's pure lemon.
Just out the back door of the resort is the small town of Mont Brio delcamp. It's very quiet and quaint, and it has a population of only 1,300. The town dates back to the days of the Iberians, Romans, and Arabs. It's a wonderful place to go for a stroll, do a little shopping, and discover the life of the Spaniard. For me, it was like walking right into history. And if you hit the town on the right day, you may be lucky enough to participate in one of their traditional Spanish festivals.
It's a bakery, wine shop, and ice cream parlor. And I couldn't decide on whether I wanted the cone or the ice cream sundae.
It's a beautiful color. It's like aqua.
This is to the sea.
Smells like the sea.
Yes.
One can never have too many algae treatments. And surprisingly enough, there are a number of different methods available. You can get treatments for your skin, for different types of arthritis, for muscle injuries, and the list goes on. Regardless, all algae contains elements that will remineralize, balance, and oxygenate our bodies.
Wow, it's bubbling and it's kind of interesting to just watch it. While I sit on a very warm bed, wrapped in plastic and towels, in warm mud. I'm breaking into a bit of a sweat. Whew. It's quite lovely. Hello. I'm all done?
Yeah?
Tout fini?
Yes.
At Mont Brio, you don't just wash the algae off. No. Instead, you combine a number of treatments. The therapeutic benefits here lie in the powerful water jets. They increase muscle tone and break up areas of cellulite. It's a great way to finish off an algae wrap and get ready for the next treatment.
Okay, arms, yes, okay.
Like standing in the rain. Just a little harder. Woo!
Okay.
Benito. That is the end of my Scottish shower. Now I should talk like that. Gracias.
No hay de qué.
Now for the massage. The dessert.
That smells like eucalyptus. Wow. Good for your back and your sinuses.
This is one of my favorite methods of massage. Just use the tips of your fingers to really penetrate deep into the muscles. You can see why it's important to have the shower first. This will loosen up the muscles and make it easier on the therapist. A tip you should remember when giving massages at home.
I'm actually drooling. Got me sleeping with my mouth open again.
Join me on the world's greatest spas. I honestly expected Spain to be a little drier, more mountainous. I think I saw one too many, and then I had a, and then I was raised here. That's a wrap.
Ah, c'est bon. Look at how beautiful this is. I can't believe it. Oh my heavens, it's so beautiful. I'm in France, in the Alps, on the southern shores of Lake Geneva, here at this magnificent building, the Domaine du Royal Club Evian. It has a sister hotel, L'Hermitage, and this building was built in 1909 for King Edward VII. And if you can imagine it, you can do it here. Whitewater rafting, paragliding, rollerblading, archery. The spa, the Better Living Institute, is located in the town of Evian. And after my little drive, I am very, very thirsty. Do you think a girl could get a bottle of water here? Certainly hope so, because I've heard the food is very good. Maybe I will have some water to go with my French bread. Or some French toast, maybe.
For more than a century, there has been the existence of Evian water, and what better name for a spa than Domaine du Royal Club Evian. The resort is owned by the Evian Mineral Water Company and occupies over 42 acres of beautiful land on the shores of Lake Geneva. The Domaine's mission is to provide the perfect holiday in an exceptional location. And what could be more exceptional than the French Alps?
This is so pretty. Opened in 1909, L'Hôtel Royal owes its name to King Edward VII, who promised to be one of the hotel's first guests. But he never came. Big party pooper. He did come a few years later. In 1958, the two top floors of the hotel were ravaged by fire. Fortunately, no one was hurt, including one of their very famous guests, Mr. Errol Flynn. In 1970, they refurbished and renovated the hotel, making it what it is today. Amazing.
The beauty doesn't stop in the bedrooms, which are accentuated by the French doors to the balcony, the extra soft bed, and the fresh roses delivered daily.
Café au lait, c'est très bon. Although the hotel was renovated in the 70s, two original things remain. Most of the furniture and all of the frescoes that you see on the walls and the ceilings. They were painted by a Swiss painter, and so in them you will find Edelweiss, and also things representing the Domaine, flowers, grapes, and crowns. In the early part of the hotel's history, there was no central heating, and so the frescoes retained their vibrancy and color. However, when they renovated, and with the advent of central heating, they start to get a little bit dirty and they start to crack, so eventually they will have to repaint most of the frescoes. That's a big job for somebody to do. I'm glad it's not going to be me.
The spa, which the Domaine calls the Better Living Institute, is a very modern facility in relation to the rest of the hotel. The treatment rooms are cozy, relaxing, and definitely inviting. A perfect atmosphere to restore one's harmony.
I'm reading this book which has a list of many of the names of the people who stayed here at this hotel. People like Stravinsky, hello, the Peugeot family of the Peugeot bicycles and cars, tons of princes and princesses and dukes and duchesses, Edith Piaf, the little bird, very famous singer in France, Omar Sharif, and look, Greta Garbo.
Name me one person that doesn't like the smell of a rose. Well, here you can smell not one, but thousands in the intimate setting of the Domaine's rose garden.
This is reason enough to invent scratch and sniff television. This is my rose garden. I planted each and every one of these. It took a long time, but I am very happy with how everything turned out. This, on the other hand, this structure, this was going to be my living room, but I ran out of materials. I just didn't know how much it would take. Apparently 6 boards isn't enough. How was I to know? I'm not a carpenter. I'm just a florist.
I built this also. This house, I built this. You have to be very careful when you're inviting friends in because they can get scratched. That's one of the things I didn't think about when I built this house, this rose house.
I'm gonna work on that small minor problem, but feel free to come in. Ow. Ow. Come on in. It's always important when rollerblading to make sure you have the appropriate gear so that if you're not as graceful and as talented as I am, you don't want to hurt yourself. And keep your body in front. Oh God, oh God! Oh no! Okay.
Oh, this is nice. It's a good color.
Yeah.
It's a pretty color on you, blue and purple. Looking very festive. What is Watpo?
Really, Watpo is the temple's name.
The temple.
Yes, the temple name. You can find it in the Bangkok. It's very popular school, or you can learn the old Thai massage.
Ah, it's so Watpo and Thai massage are the same.
Yes.
This is one treatment I would never pass up. But when I signed up for Watpo, I had no idea that my therapist would be so knowledgeable in this tradition. Arafan has been learning the techniques of this massage since her early childhood. Watpo is a spiritual practice closely linked to Buddhist teachings and was developed as early as the 2nd century BC. The therapists generally practice Buddhist meditation, and thus their sense of devotion, attention, and concentration is completely on their work. Through precise movements and manipulation on the entire body, Watpo triggers an energy flow, and the results are usually a balance between physical and mental harmony.
There's a muscle. Also one I didn't know I had in my bum.
It's very good for the tired, when you are very tired and you work a lot.
This muscle?
Yeah. For the old people, it's very good for them.
Many clients will walk away feeling relief from stress and tension, as well as an improvement in physical well-being.
Feels good.
And maybe, even more importantly, one will have a better understanding of the way our own particular body operates.
I decided a long time ago that I wouldn't let anybody walk on me. But I've changed my mind. It's a good thing I don't have to go to the bathroom. This wouldn't be such an enjoyable experience then, would it?
It's a habit.
Ginger. I can smell the ginger.
Yeah?
Oh my goodness. It's spicy and sweet. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Kapunka.
Welcome to Brigitte's School of Boxing. You learn many things, first of which is you want to keep your balance, keep your feet shoulder width apart. This is your grade 8 teacher who never gave you a fair mark, who always said you never handed your homework in. Ow! Imagine if this was your ex-boyfriend. This is for never buying flowers. Yeah. And this is because you never vacuumed under the couch. You only vacuumed around it.